who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. He'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. plays a run with Nwangu. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing. O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 24, Cousins, and Watson has it right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Cousins to throw it. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Nwangu. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
An inside give to Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll go again to Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second down, another shot for Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Green Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as...
Yeah.